Hey, this is Kate from dailytarotgirl.com, and this is your weekly tarot card reading. And for this week's reading, I'm using the Modern Love Tarot by Ethony Dawn. All right. So this week's reading, I've set the intention to, I'm going to draw 3 cards. Each card is going to represent a portion of the upcoming week. And I've set the intention that these cards bring us some fresh ideas, some new insights, some inspiration for the week ahead. All right, I wish my card holder was just a smidge longer. I feel like it's not big enough for all my cards. Okay, so let's begin with the first card. The first card is for the start of the week, so Monday, Tuesday, and here we have the Empress. All right. Okay, so we're starting with the Empress, and I just have to get it right here, sorry. Okay, I'm going to zoom in a little here. All right, so we're starting with the Empress. Now, I love the Empress. This is, I feel like I always say this is one of my favorite cards. I love the Empress. So the Empress is a very feminine card. This is the goddess in all her glory. This is, spring, summer, when things are in bloom, when the fruits are on the trees. This is a very sensual card in many, many ways. And the Empress invites us to take a sensual, physical approach to life this week. So starting your week off, it's a good idea to really get into your body in a way that feels pleasurable to you. And to ask yourself, like, how can I create pleasure this week? How can I enjoy, or how can I give nurturing and care to my physical body and my physical surroundings in a way that feels pleasurable, in a way that is sensual. The Empress is also about, she's about receptivity and being like open to things, being open and receptive to ideas. But more than anything, she is not just about being open, but she's about being kind of relaxed and laid back. And the message I get from this card is that this is where the magic is this week. This is how you can create magic in your life this week, is by relaxing and kind of sort of letting go of any preconceived plans or ideas about how something is supposed to be or how things are supposed to go. You can have an intention or an idea of how you would like things to be, but the Empress is saying the more you let go of that, the more that you're open to just allowing life to unfold and allowing experiences to happen. This is going to create that sense of magic and mystery and abundance that you might be really craving right now. Okay, so let's look at the middle card. This is for the middle of the week, and we have the Fool. This is for Wednesday, Thursday-ish. All right. So this is interesting because the Fool is also about being open, just like what I said about the Empress. And if you look at the Fool's physical position, they have their arms outstretched. They're in this open kind of stance, really. And the Fool is about just kind of what I just said about the Empress. This is about being open to a new way of doing things, being willing to try new things, being willing to kind of get out of your comfort zone. But more than anything, having a sense of trust that whatever you meet on your path, however events unfold and whatever happens is all part of the adventure. It's this, it's kind of the difference between being really uptight and being like, okay, I have to have a plan. This has to happen. This has to happen. This has to happen this way, etc., etc. And kind of the opposite of that, where you're just like, I'm just going to maybe set an intention, and then I'm going to put my best foot forward, and I'm just going to see what happens, and kind of viewing life as an adventure, as an experiment. That's what I'm getting with this card. So what does the Fool mean for us this week? What message does it have for us this week? I'm really drawn to all the symbols that are on the ground here. Like it looks like a journal, there's candles, there's hearts, a cup, roses, a seashell with rose petals in it. And it makes me think of like manifestation and like, writing in your journal about what you're wanting to create or experience or what direction you're wanting to go in. If there's changes you're wanting to make, writing it down, setting an intention, but then being willing to make a move, being willing to take a baby step in the direction that you want to go, and then trust that everything is going to kind of fall into place. It's like balancing out taking action in the world and trusting and being open to whatever unfolds. Two big cards, actually. They're two major arcana cards, and they both have kind of a similar, I'm getting a similar vibe from them. Let's look at the third card, which is for the end of the week, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And here we have the Six of Cups. All right. So with the Six of Cups, and I think I need a moment to just look at what's going on this card. She's looking at her reflection. She's getting a handful of water. She's gathering the water up. I mean, this is kind of an interesting symbols here. Six of Cups typically has to do with helping someone, or, well, it's typically a card of nostalgia, but it's also like a friendly card, if that makes sense. So sometimes, like, to get really specific, it can symbolize like reaching out to an old friend, or kind of taking a trip down memory lane, or, thinking about the past in a nostalgic kind of way. But with this card, what I'm getting is kindness. That's what I get when I look at this card, is this feeling of kindness and gentleness, and treating yourself like a friend, like your best friend. And because the Suit of Cups has to do with feelings and the emotions, and she's surrounded by water, which is a symbol for the emotional realm and its unpredictability, its ever-changing nature, I feel like this card is saying, be gentle with yourself when it comes to emotions this weekend. Be kind to yourself and treat yourself like a good friend. And be letting your feelings flow, letting your feelings be there. Just being kind and gentle will go a long way this weekend. In the way that you treat yourself, but also extending that to those around you, and extending that kindness and gentleness and friendliness to people around you. I feel like there's more I want to say about the reflection that she's looking at in the water, but nothing's coming to mind at the moment. So I'm going to look at all three cards together and see if there's anything else that's jumping out at me. It's interesting that everyone is looking at looking in different directions. Like the Empress is looking right at us. The Fool is looking above, and Six of Cups is looking down into her own reflection. I'm just going to take another look here. The Fool and the Empress are cards of abundance and manifesting, and sort of they're creative cards. So I see that being kind of a theme this week: creation, creativity. This is a week to be nurturing with yourself, nurturing to others when that feels right. nurturing your dreams, nurturing your body, nurturing your emotions. I'm getting a real nurturing vibe from these 3 cards. So that could be a question you ask yourself, like, how can I nurture the things that are important to me this week? How can I be more nurturing to myself this week? Okay, so that has been your weekly tarot card reading. Again, I was using the Modern Love Tarot for that reading. And I just want to say thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. I post these videos every week. And check out my website, dailytarotgirl.com. I've got all kinds of really fun tarot learning resources for you to check out. So again, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful week.